Peace Cosmo. I started a little early because I wanted to just make sure things are working properly. I see we're live on YouTube, but on Facebook we are not yet live. So let me see if I can figure this thing out. Okay, I think that I figured it out. Praise God. All right. We are going to get started in a minute, but I do see I'm going to have to get my door for a second because I'm receiving something. Moment. Thank you. Peace. Bismillah. Greetings, everyone. All right, it looks like things are working as they should. I'm gonna look on my phone to double check for Facebook, but it looks like everything's going well. YouTube is on. All right. Praise God. Okay. I'm gonna look on. All right, y'all. Well, you know how I like to get things started by giving thanks to our Creator. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Oh Allah, we thank you for the opportunity to witness and experience your marvelous creation, and for allowing us to connect for a higher purpose. May we rise above the chaos of this wicked world. May we find balance, be uplifted, and become grounded. We love you, we thank you, we praise you. In your holy and righteous name, and in the name of your risen and exalted Christ, and in the name of your divine reminder and Messiah in our midst, we pray. Ameen. Peace, everyone. Greetings. I see the people in the building. Husky, hey. Sean Wavy. What's good? Okay.
Jamia, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Savvy Magnetism. I see my peoples from the gulag in the building. How's everybody doing today? How has your week been? How have your last couple of days been? You know, it's been an interesting time. You know, winter solstice has just arrived a couple days ago. Well, winter in the northern hemisphere and summer in the southern. But hey, gulag in this thing. It's so cool to see you all here. And let me not neglect my Facebook folks. I see the people responding there as well. Peace, Ross. All right. Yes. Deep in the building. Oh my God. Peace. I see you, Kobe. Aaron. Aw. Of course, you see how I light up when I see y'all. Because I love y'all. Y'all the family. You know what I'm saying? Peace, Jasmine. Oh, yeah. So, speaking of, you know, winter solstice, which was December 21st, and this event of the Jupiter and Saturn conjunction. It's been, you know, the talk of the world, especially within the Black community. Unsought 888 asks, did anyone see the Star of Bethlehem the other night? So what it was that conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. So in the sky, they would appear to be so close that they would, I guess depending on where you are, they would almost look like one big bright star. So where I am here in Georgia, my sister Shamanique, her husband, and I went outside to go look for it, and we were able to see Saturn and Jupiter, and I used an app on my phone to help locate where it would be in the sky, and it was like spot on accurate. So we saw, like, you could see Jupiter and Saturn. They were like so close together, like two little stars they looked like, you know, in the sky, and it was cool to see them. We were also able to see Mars. Mars was a little to the west of the moon from where we were looking, and I love to see Mars in the sky because whenever you see Mars, you can see the redness of her. Like, as far away as she is, everything else has more of a bluish or white, you know, light to them. But when you see Mars, you will see the redness, and I just think that's really, really cool. So yeah, we were able to see the conjunction in the sky. Tried to look at some live streams, and I guess they were pretty cool, but it was good to see them where we could. And it just brought me back to the days when I was a child. Like, I really wanted a telescope, and I had one, but not like a good one. But yeah, did anybody else catch the conjunction? Was anybody else able to see it? Was the sky working in your favor where you're located? Oh, by the way, we gonna do this every time, so I need your ASL, age, sex, location. How old are you? What are you? Where you from? Whatever you want to tell me. I just want to know where you tuning in from. So you know me, 30, female, and Georgia. Okay. Peace. Okay, I see people on Facebook as well. Celeste, greetings. Hi, your mom. I'm curious to know, like, for those of you who are viewing from Ethiopia, what does it look like to you? What did the conjunction look like to you? Since y'all are closer to the equator, were you able to see Saturn and Jupiter in the sky very clearly? Peace, Greta. Peace. greetings from Austria again. All right. Israel says, it's good to have you back, Zewdy. We miss you and Jasper. I mean, I've been streaming every week. Jasper is outside, but if I see him on the windowsill telling me he wants to come in, then he may make his guest appearance, as he does. Okay, so before I continue with the cosmos, I do want to shout out those who have contributed within the last week, and they are Dale. Shout out to Dale, thank you so much, and shout out to Laketrick. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your donations, your contributions, and if anybody is interested in supporting the content creator, these are the ways to do it. My Cashapp, PayPal, Venmo. It's very much appreciated and very helpful. So thank you. Now, where do I want to go with this? Oh yeah. So, a lot of people were talking about the 21st being an important day, a significant day regarding superpowers or powers. And I can't say that I am very well versed in all things cosmology or astronomy. I'm very interested in the stars and celestial bodies and stuff like that, but I'm nowhere near like an expert in those things, so I don't know a whole lot about that. But if I have a take on this, I would just say, let's say that December 21st is a portal day and a day where powers or abilities were to be activated. I don't think that, I would say for those of us who are striving to do the work, like the inner work, the healing, the unlearning certain things, and really on a path or a journey to self-mastery, excuse me, I would say that those who are really making strides in that sort of way, in that path, I would like to believe that we would be leveling up during this time, because I don't know, I can't say I know how these things work, but I do know that what happens in the heavens, what happens up there, does affect us in some way, shape, or form. So that would be my take. But if you are interested in things dealing with that, with the stars and the planets and things like that, I would recommend Bahati Life, Jessica Alexandria from Bahati Life, BEHATI Life. Look her up. And also, well, that's the main person. There are some other people I listen to as well that give me some insight, and I could recommend them. If you're interested in that, let me know. You can let me know in the comments. Mia, what's up, sis? Oh my gosh, I need to come see you in Arizona. Mia said, you got us on donations? Hey, donations. Let me not. Y'all know where that's from. Oh, you're sending me money? Praise God. Aw, y'all so sweet. It's very helpful, so I really do appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Who else is in here? All right, so we got Canada in the building. We got Arizona. We've got Atlanta. Oh my God, Jasmine. 21, almost 22 Atlanta. That's right, because Jasmine's birthday is tomorrow. That's so awesome. 22. Where's the time going? Connecticut. All right, so Connecticut, Austria, Atlanta, more Atlanta. 40. Gay hippie Spaniard male. What? That is an interesting description. Unsought. New Mexico. Been a fan 2004. That's a blessing. Thank you for being around so long. 45 Maryland. My sister. Oh my goodness. The gulag really up in this thing. I'm hype right now. I'm so happy to see all of you from the gulag in the building. It's really like warming my heart. And you know what? I had a feeling y'all was really gonna show up like this, because you know how we were talking about stones and crystals earlier, because we're gonna have our Zen Zone Gemstones segment. So I felt like, you know what, the stones I want to present and just talk about today are 3 stones that resonate with the heart chakra, which deals with emotional healing and unconditional love and things of that sort. And I have one of my little crystal books here to assist me. Wait, let me move it this way. Oh, so much on my screen now. Yeah. And it's like all this love that I'm receiving. Wow, it's just so appropriate. Yeah. So, my husband just walked in and is watching. He's 29. Awesome. Welcome. Oh my goodness. I feel like today, I'm all over the place, but it's all good. I didn't introduce myself or the Zen Zone, but we'll do that right now. Welcome back to the Zen Zone. If this is your first time here, welcome. I am Zewdy, curator of the Zen, and here we talk about different things to help us stay forward thinking, forward moving, uplifted, especially during these difficult times, of quarantine and COVID and all that kind of stuff, where we're not able to really come together in the physical as we once were, but we're coming together virtually and keeping that sense of community and unity despite these circumstances. So, welcome to the Zen Zone. Very happy to have you here, and we'll just get back into it. Oh, something else I wanted to mention about this time. Well, during any real seasonal change, I get the feeling, almost like an urge, to cleanse. And when I say that, I mean cleansing myself internally as well as externally, cleansing my space, but like a deep cleanse. And it always happens around the seasonal changes, around the solstice and the equinoxes. So I think there is something to it, especially over the last few years, where I have been more in tune with myself and developing a connection with God, my creator, and just being more receptive, like sense-wise. So many of us fasted on the actual solstice, December 21st. I didn't have any food. I just had water, tea, and bio coffee. But following that and preceding that, I have just been having smoothies. And I have a smoothie that I just prepared right now. It might not look appetizing to you, but it's so good. In this smoothie, I have banana, blueberry, strawberry, sunflower seed butter, carrot juice, and coconut water. And it's so good. And I feel good when I drink it. And I do feel that it has been enhancing my skin condition. You know, even though it's winter time, I still want to glow. I'm from New Jersey, so those winters are very cold. You know, we get the real snow and blizzards and stuff like that. And when I was living there, I would always become pale in the winter time. And I didn't like it. So, so now that I'm in Georgia and it does get cold, however, I can still feel the sun when it's out. So I do my best to get as much sun as I can. And y'all might not be able to tell right now because my lighting is so bright, but I do have like a very slight tan from from sitting in the sun the last couple of days. I'll go out there when the sun is high in the morning time and also during the afternoon. And I mean, it's really good for you anyway, you know, getting sun. I am not someone who uses sunscreens and sunblock lotions. I know that Black people still need some kind of protection from the sun, maybe not as much as white people or people with fairer skin. So to compensate for that sort of thing, as I've mentioned before, in the oil blends that I make to moisturize my skin, I've added specific oils that have high SPF naturally, and I'll give you those too if you want to look into it for yourself. You know, go right ahead. The first one is carrot seed oil, and the second one is raspberry seed oil. Those have high SPFs naturally, so I add them to my oils, and you know, I'm good to go. All right. Wa alaikum salam. Peace. I see more people are coming in. And let's see. Okay, it's a lot of, okay. I see my mother on Facebook. It's cool to have my parents watching and stuff. Anyway, yes. Also, I want to know what you guys have been doing these last couple of days during the winter solstice and for the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn. Did you do anything special? Did you fast? Did you do a special meditation? Did you do anything of the sort? Have some kind of ritual for this time? You know, I love to hear about stuff like that and how they work. I did meditate some in the sun, and it felt very good. And I don't care. You can try to tell me it doesn't happen or it's not real or whatever, but I felt very good. Oh, excuse me, I was messing with the microphone. I felt so good when I was meditating in the sun. I really felt like I was absorbing the energy. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, you know, getting that DNA upgrade. But we need to get sun. You know, it's very good for us for a lot of reasons. Recently, I heard Minister Farrakhan speaking, and he mentioned that the Honorable Elijah Muhammad told him that you get billions of vitamins from the sun. Now, you know, it's hard to really fathom what that's like, or what, you know, if we don't know those kinds of things. But I believe that we were told that, you know, we can, our bodies synthesize vitamin D by sitting in the sun, but we don't know what all we get. We don't know all of the really deep benefits of getting it. So, I mean, considering it's winter time, well, for where I am, But it is winter, and we still have COVID running rampant, and new strains of it, new variants coming out. It's really important to take care of ourselves and to take our health seriously. You know, this is not a time to be risking it. It's not the time to be saying silly things like YOLO, you only live once. Yeah, you only live once. So we should be doing what we can to preserve our lives, to prolong our lives, to enhance our lives, to improve them. You know, we don't know how long this thing is going to last. So let's do what we can to boost our immunity. And getting sunlight, excuse me, is so important. So important. You know, many of us black folks are not in our natural habitat in the warmth. And of course we'd be better off there, but the fact of the matter is we all over the place now. You know, the original man is all over the planet Earth now, and so we need to prepare and behave accordingly. You know, it gets cold, so I'm not about to go outside in some t-shirt and shorts and, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to stay warm, layered up, but when the sun is out, I'm going to at least let my face get exposed, and here in the privacy of my home, you know, let the crown of my head get some sun, all of that good stuff. We really need to take it seriously, y'all. And, you know, speaking of taking it seriously, I know that because of COVID, it's really been messing up, you know, our usual plans of getting together with family. And that kind of sucks. So if anybody is having a difficult time with that, you know, I'm here for you. The Zen Zone is here for you. We're having this time together now. I haven't seen my family, most of them, in a little over a year now. And in February, it'll be a year since I've seen my parents. And, you know, it sucks. I miss them. But thank Allah for technology. We can still keep in contact and see each other that way. Hear our voices and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Okay, I see my brother Wakil in the building. Peace, love, and light to Zewdy Zen Zone. Peace, my brother. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, let's see. Greta says, 12/21 was a good day. I overcome the obstacle that was in my way. I have been getting better with my morning routine and daily affirmations. Praise be to Allah. That makes me so happy to hear. You know, we just got to keep moving. We got to keep progressing. And it's just good. It's good to hear. It's very encouraging. Jasmine, that's beautiful, Greta. Yes. Sean Wavy says, I always struggle during the winter season. I struggle without the sun rays. Yeah, you know, the sun, it's a life-giving creation of Allah. It was created to serve us. And so, you know, during the winter months, it is a struggle. And because it's cold, people like to stay inside more, naturally. But we still need to get out. We need to get sun if and when we can, and fresh air. It's so good for us, more than we know. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing some things. Greetings, Eternal. All right. Oh, yes. Via the Hub says we should bathe in the sun at least once per year. Yes. When I heard the minister say that, I was like, yes. Thank you for that ultimate confirmation. I love the sun. one day in the future, inshallah, I will have a spot where I can just be in the sun and just take it all in. And next time you see me after that, I'm gonna be nice and toasty. But I know y'all can see my winter tan, right? It's just a little bit. It's a little browning. Oh boy. Greta says, I need to get better with taking advantage of the sun that I do get here in Connecticut. Please, if you can. Via says, some of us don't have that luxury. LOL, I wish. Oh, Jasmine, per day. Sorry, I'm like reading the conversation out of order. But yeah, Via the Hub is like, he's like near the North Pole. So right now he's struggling. But I've been getting at least 45 minutes of sun a day the last couple of days. The sun has been shining. Georgia, it's been cold, but the last couple of days have actually reached the 60s. So I'm really thankful for that. I've really been thanking Allah, like, wow, what a mercy, because I know that winter has just begun and it's going to get colder. So having these couple of days that kind of feel, like autumn or even like spring has been very pleasant, and I'm very appreciative of it. So, speaking of, the winter, December 21st, has anybody noticed their energy levels kind of like fluctuating? Like, I'll have a period of time where I feel like I have a lot of energy and I want to do. Like, I might want to clean an area of my house, and then, as I mentioned last week, dance. I've been dancing so much. I have probably been using a lot of the energy that I do have when it comes to dance, and it's been so freeing and so just good. Please dance, y'all. Put some music on and dance your hearts out, and I'll be there with you in spirit. But yeah, and then I would have periods of time where, as I said, my energy was fluctuating, where I feel low energy, but it's not like I feel low emotionally or anything like that. It's just physically I'll be feeling like, dang, I just want to relax. I just want to that's how it's been for me, at least. I think I'm starting to find the balance now, which is great. I told you, North Pole for real. Cosmo says, you stay wholesome with your beautiful self. Oh, thank you. And my energy is not fluctuating. Spiritual fasting is the key. When you say spiritual fasting, what exactly are you referring to? I would like to know what that means. What does that entail? Because I be fasting too. And I think that my fast is very spiritual. But it also entails physical things. I slack during the summer months. What do you slack in, Mia? Sean says, the past 2 days I was low, but today I got a random spike out of nowhere. Yeah, today I've been feeling on one. Okay, let me not neglect my Facebook people. I see y'all. Oh my goodness. I'm getting these fake scam messages about WhatsApp money. What is going on? How did you get here? How did you find me? Okay. Robel from Japan. Okay, we got Japan in the building. Azil gives me the greetings. Wa alaikum salam. Interesting. Very interesting. That's cool. Sark Adis Desta. Greetings. Greetings Ashetu. Greetings Jamal. Greetings Aisha Shakur. And greetings Gizzo. I see you guys. I see y'all. Greetings Charleston Okafor. Unsought says, I'm blessed to live in Santa Fe, New Mexico. A spiritual nexus. We have sun strong all year round. That is a blessing. You know, I would love to visit New Mexico someday. And I would really love to visit Arizona with my sister Mia. Mia, save me a bed because I'm coming. Inshallah, I'll be in Arizona soon. I think that, next week. Is it next week? No, wait. Let me look at my dates real quick. Okay, it's not next week. Okay, so for those of you who are familiar, I participate in a monthly fast called the Unity Fast, and where we eat our last meal on the first Thursday of the month, and then we don't eat any food again until that Sunday evening. So between Thursday evening and Sunday evening, all we will consume is water, coffee, or tea. This coming month and year, the first fast of 2021 will be starting on January 7th, which also happens to be the Orthodox Christmas, or yes. So that day is when the fast starts. If you guys are interested, I will post about it everywhere. I'm gonna post it on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, as well as with the Gulag fam in the food channel. They know what I'm talking about. So I'm looking forward to that. What else did I want to say about the holidays? Oh, Cosmo, fasting is meditation of the mind, body, and soul. It's what Buddhists do, but I'm not a Buddhist. I'm Christian. Peace to the gods. I mean, many people fast of different spiritual systems or religions. Mia says, come on, help me during the summer. I never leave the house. Oh my gosh. Girl, I'm coming, okay? You ain't got to tell me twice. I'm going to get my little coins together. I'm going to come to Arizona and we going to be out. Okay, what part of Arizona you at? Because I want to travel the whole state. But, I have a little deep interest in Sedona. So please take me there, please. But somebody asked a question about these holidays, Christmas and stuff. And I was asked the question, what do you think about Santa Claus? And I was like, thank you for this question. I'm very happy to answer it. Now, I grew up celebrating Christmas really just for the family aspect and for the gifts aspect, but I was fortunate enough to have older siblings who let me know and my sister know that Santa's not real. And honestly, it wasn't a heartbreaking thing. It's like, whatever, we still getting gifts. But this is what I'm going to say. I don't believe in teaching our children about Santa Claus. First of all, it's just not true. Children do have an imagination, and I encourage us to let our children have their imagination and and imagine things. But I don't condone and I don't approve of telling our children this lie about some big fat white man who's coming down your chimney to give you gifts or give your children gifts. Because first of all, it is a lie, and it is in a way letting your children know that it's okay to lie. You might not see it that way, but it is. But even when they find out the truth and they're heartbroken and they're devastated, then they're looking at you funny, like, all this time, like, you lied to me. You lied to me. All for what? On top of this, you're letting this fictional person take credit for the work that you put in to spend your hard-earned money to buy something for your children. Why? Now they're so thankful to this fake person when they could be thankful and grateful to you for what you gave them, showing, your expression of your love for them. Not to mention, but we have to mention that if Christmas is supposed to be a celebration of the birth of Jesus, although we know that it's not his real birthday now, but if that's what we're using the day for, why did we let this fictional person upstage Jesus? Why? Please, let me know your perspective. Let me know your thoughts, your feedback. And if you disagree, please feel free to share your reasoning. I would love to hear it. Okay. Yep, K-Dub says kids need real. Husky says truth is better than fiction. Unsought says Santa is a vibe, a symbol of joy, of giving and helping. It's the message we must share, not the big fat white man. K-Dub says they need an example. Greta says my kids will know the truth. Via says teach. K-Dub says amen. Now I want to address Unsought's comment because I understand the symbol of joy, of giving and helping. So you're saying it's the message we must share, not the big fat white man. Why do we need that symbol? Why can't it be something that's shown and demonstrated through parents to their children and, people to their loved ones, family members and all that kind of stuff? If we show in reality the joy in giving and sharing and helping, if we show that in a real way, we show it as ourselves as the examples of these things of giving and sharing and helping, wouldn't that mean more than some person that comes once a year, random guy, and then the whole backstory with the reindeer and the elves, and it's just like, why? What is the point? Kobe says Jesus can be the symbol of joy, giving, and helping. He said it right there. I ain't got to say no more. No, for real. That's real. That's real. Man. If we can come together, those of you who celebrate Christmas, come together with your families and really reflect on the life of Jesus and what he taught, what he brought, you can learn so much more than what you learn from Santa Claus and that story. K-Dub says, with God, everything else shall perish. Falsehood is forever a vanishing thing. Husky said the message doesn't need Santa. Yep, that's the same as teaching kids that Mother Goose is real. Mother Goose, the Tooth Fairy, you name it. All of that stuff. Why? Why do we lie to our children? You don't have to lie to your children for them to have a good time or for them to use their imaginations for things. You know, I remember being a child and I remember imagining things. And I knew that what I was imagining was what I was imagining, but it was so vivid and fun to explore that. And, you know, that didn't have to be busted up by anything. It was just my own little world. I don't need you putting Santa in my world, okay? And, you know, we can learn to use our imaginations for reality, to imagine things that can actually happen. Lies are from Satan. To your point, let me tell you something. When I was growing up, right, and I was with my family, we would have our Christmas gathering in Queens. And I'll be with my family, my aunts and my uncles and stuff like that. My aunt's boyfriend at the time, or my Uncle Ross, I remember him telling us that Santa is really Satan. If you change around the letters, Santa is Satan. And so he was teaching on this. Unfortunately, many of the people in the gathering were not interested in hearing about it. It could have been a delivery thing. It could have been just not caring, because really the reason my family came together was just for that aspect of family togetherness. You know, coming together, catching up, eating food, spending time. But that discussion kind of went left, and there was a disagreement with him and my father as well as my brother. And it's interesting to look at in retrospect, because there's truth to it. There's a lot of truth to it. So yeah, I don't rock with Santa. And like Minister Farrakhan has put out in the past years, to boycott Christmas, to boycott spending your money with these corporations and going broke in the name of Santa. You know, up with Jesus, down with Santa. Up with Jesus, down with Santa. And for those that don't know, we Muslims, we love Jesus. We really do. We know who Jesus is. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Unsought says, that is what I'm saying, but the companies made or took Santa and made him to sell. Yep. It's all, you know, that's all it's for. To make them money, to make them rich, and continue to keep us poor and in debt. Dallas Kid 100, greetings. He says, I'm with you, Z. You should let your kids understand the fictional nature of Santa. I mean, you can inform them of that to let them know that this is something that people do, but I'm not going for it. Like, I mean, I don't celebrate Christmas, but if I celebrated Christmas and I was getting my children gifts, it ain't no Santa in the picture. Like, these came from me to my babies from mommy. You know, that's it. Ain't no Santa. Lies are from Satan. Amen. The devil is a liar. Painting a fake reality disconnects them from knowing self, says Husky. Yes, it does. It is something that will keep them further and further, because you're feeding lies, and they can't know themselves if they're not learning the truth. In Santa Fe, we focus more on traditions too much to go over not. I'm sorry, I think I'm not understanding that. Lies are from Santa too. Okay, let's see. Unsought 888 says, on Christmas Eve, the whole town gets together and walks up and down Canyon Road, and we have paper bags with candles glowing, and we have little bonfires and hot drinks, and we give praise. Well, giving praise, ain't nothing wrong with giving praise. Blue Black says, Zewdy, I miss you, babes. Ever gonna come to Norway? Look, the way the world is right now, I don't know if I'm leaving Georgia, but I'm going to Arizona. One day, inshallah, maybe, I've never been to Norway, but I have been to Holland. That's the closest I've been. Greta says, I'm done with being broke in December, Christmas, and waiting for my taxes in February. Yes, ma'am. I hear that. Okay. It's all about abundance. It's about saving. It's about being frugal. It's about being wise. A wise steward of your money. That's what I've been striving to do anyway. Frequency says, Assalamu alaikum, sister. Sending love and light. Wa alaikum salam, brother. Thank you for tuning in. We got another Canadian in the building. Man, the gulag really in this thing. Okay. When you gone back to singing, girl? I ain't stopped singing. I still sing. I've never stopped. By the grace of Allah. You got me out of a lot of depression back in the day, I think you meant. Praise be to Allah. I'm working on it, working on making it work. Frequency says, what simple tips would you recommend to help with depression and healing? I think many would benefit from your insight. Oh, thank you. Thank you for that question. I did touch on it a little bit last week, but let's see. To help with depression and healing, first I would ask how your prayer life is, because I have to say that ever since I have been praying and praying more consistently and developing, connecting, strengthening that connection with my Creator, I've been able to deal with things a lot more than in the past when I didn't pray and I didn't even know of that connection. I didn't believe in it. But it's just something that I don't really know how to convey or really articulate in words. You just have to do it. But strengthening that connection and feeling that security of knowing that you have God really helps. And it helps to be grateful. And, that goes hand in hand with prayer. But if you're praying in the beginning of the day, starting off your day in gratitude and appreciation, in remembrance of your Creator, and doing that on a consistent basis, it really helps to elevate your mood naturally. And I'm just speaking from my personal experience. But other gratitude practices as well. Getting up in the day and writing down the things that you're grateful for, the things that you appreciate. It really does help. You might not think that it does, but just try it. Just do it and see how thinking about those things and reflecting on those things really help to lift your mood and help you to really open up. Healing. What I said last week had to do with really focusing on your self-improvement, self-development, and doing things for yourself, self-care things. One of the main things that I've been doing that has been helping me during this time is dancing. And that's one thing. It could be listening to music. It could be even listening to the type of music that I have playing in the background, which is music that has solfeggio frequencies and different isochronic or binaural beats and tones that can help with specific things that they can help with mental things, emotional things, and even physical ailments and conditions. If you just search them, they do help. And meditation, I like to meditate right after prayer, like 15-20 minutes, taking time to really quiet my mind and focus on my breath. That's very healing. That also helps with depression, and it's really good to do alongside with prayer. And meditation is not a supplement for prayer. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, and I'll probably say it in the future, because they're not the same thing. They're both very helpful and beneficial, but it's not a supplement. And speaking from my personal experience, I was actually meditating before I ever prayed, right? But my meditation was not as potent. It was not as effective as it is now that I pray. And that just goes to show that it's not a supplement. It's not. To be honest, I think I'd be straight if I never meditated a day in my life again, but I continued to pray. But I can't say the same the other way around. What else? Let's see. Frequency. If you have, let's see. When you say healing, do you mean like, I guess, in reference to depression, or do you mean with anything else, or referring to anything else? Let's see. I'm sorry, I don't know why YouTube is putting my words together. I don't know, technology is kind of shaky sometimes. Via asks, can depression and gratitude exist in someone at once? That's a great question. I would say circumstantially it depends on maybe the levels, because let's say you feel depressed about something specific, like something specific happened that really affected you and brought you down. I really like that question though, because I know if you're in a constant state of depression, and we're not talking about clinical depression and things like that, because I know there are chemical imbalances and things that take place. But man, that's just such a deep and complex topic, because there are so many factors that a lot of people don't consider when it comes to depression. And we talked about this a couple Zen Zones back, but the gut-brain connection and how deep that is, and how the things that you eat all affect your mood and, anxiety, depression, things like that. So it's a lot. But Via, I feel like I know where you were going with that, because oftentimes that is the case when people are depressed, that they're ungrateful or they're in a state of ingratitude. And sometimes they're unaware of it. So to be made aware of it, a reminder is a blessing. Yeah. So sorry, y'all. Christine says, Assalamu alaikum, says, I was blessed to be in the same healing session in November, Chakra healing, from Salisbury, North Carolina. Oh, wa alaikum salam. Praise be to Allah. And she's referring to a chakra healing session that we did the end of November, and I was the crown chakra healing facilitator, and it was such a beautiful experience. And inshallah, God willing, I'm gonna do more things like that, because I love it. Well, that reminds me, something that is really good, that helps to cleanse you, it helps to purify all of your energy centers, and cleanse your auric field, is the breath of fire. Breath of fire is so powerful, very detoxing, very cleansing, that you got to make sure you're in the right condition to be able to do it. Because for certain people, you know, if you have certain blood disorders, or even if you're menstruating or pregnant, as well as certain respiratory issues, you may not be able to do the breath of fire in your condition. So it's always good to check that out. But it's a breath that it really gets your energy pumping and circulating. And I guess I'll just demonstrate it quickly right now. But you can do it either through your nose or your mouth. And what you're going to do is your inhales and your exhales will be equal time. And you're pumping. So I'm going to let you see my solar plexus area while I do it. But you'll be pumping the air in and out, and they're very short breaths. They're not very deep. So you can do this for 30 seconds at a time, a minute at a time, 2 minutes at a time. And it's very, very cleansing. Ugh. Okay. So it'll be like this. I'm going to do it with my mouth. So, excuse me. So you can do that for, like I said, 30 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes, and then in between the time you can take deep breaths to catch your breath. But it's, man, I'll tell you, the first time I did it, which was probably like 3 years ago, when I started practicing Kundalini yoga, I was doing this with my yogi Shakisha, and after doing the breath of fire and then taking a deep breath, oh my gosh, I could just feel the energy like surging all the way up and through my crown, and it was like buzzing up here. It was so I'm getting chills just remembering that moment. But yeah, y'all should check that out, because that's very cleansing, and it can help move stagnant, blocked energy and help to, you know, clear the channels. So yes, I hope that was helpful, because if you've never tried it, try it, but make sure that you are also hydrating. You're hydrated, and after you practice, make sure you hydrate as well to help facilitate the cleansing process. Okay. Binaural beats help with insomnia as well. Yeah, they can. It can. I like to rest with a very low playlist of some isochronic tones. Binaural beats, they're effective when you have, you know, your headphones in, because there's one beat in one ear and another in another. So I don't really like to wear things in my ears or on my ears like that. So I don't really use binaural beats that much. I'm more so with monaural beats and isochronic tones. Husky says, prayer is talking to God. Meditation is quieting the mind to listen and get downloads from God. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Although not all meditation is that, but it can be that. And there are different kinds of meditation. Even yoga is considered a moving meditation. Shout out to yoga. Oh, speaking of which, this past Saturday, I had a yoga session in my backyard by my good brother, the yogi, the Kemetic yogi, they're called Basus, Kofi Let, and had a few of my nearest and dearest beloved friends join me, and it was so beautiful. It was just great. We were in my backyard doing Kemetic yoga in the sun, as long as the sun was out there. And, it started to get a little chilly towards the end, but we endured to the end. And I just felt like it was such a powerful time, and hopefully soon you guys may be able to see a little bit of that, because it was recorded and documented. It was great though, great. When I look back on some of the footage, it just really warmed my heart to see us coming together for that. And of course, we did our social distancing thing, our masks and all of that, but it was good. I haven't really been getting together with my loved ones, so for us to be coming together in that way was heartwarming. And I want to shout out Beware, because he helped to put it together. Like, he suggested the idea. So yeah, praise be to Allah. Let's see. Blue Black says, Habesha Christians are lucky for being Habesha. There is no room for complaining about gifts. Complain and a slap is about to come your way. Oh, that was funny. I'm sorry. I've been slapped once in my life. Once and once only. Thank God. Unsought says, in elementary school in the mornings we would do yoga and meditate and then give thanks. Same after lunch before we went to help the handicapped kids and spend time with them. That's beautiful. They need to implement things like that in schools all over. What kind of school did you go to? Was this like some kind of special school, like a private school? Because we didn't have meditation in our schools, or even programs where we would help other children. Frequency, asking for a friend, mostly emotional trauma related. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's 6:49 already. Okay, hold on, y'all. I want to read your comments, and then we're going to do Zen Zone Gemstones, and then we'll wrap things up if anybody has any comments and things like that. Okay. Demita Stevenson says, or Stevenson, I don't know how to say it. Hello, my sister. I was raised in the nation, and you have helped me to rediscover my love for the messenger and his teachings, but it's tough to have faith in the man of Master Fard Muhammad as God. I'm sorry, this is not the place. My apologies. Oh, peace. I mean, we can talk about that. Not right here and right now, but I really appreciate your comment and you sharing that with me. And if you want to talk more about that, please contact me on Instagram via DM, because I would love to talk to you about that. And I thank you. I really thank you for that. As someone who was raised in the nation, I was not raised in the nation. I was born an atheist. I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in religion. I wasn't anything, I was introduced to these teachings almost 8 years ago, and I haven't looked back. So I would love to hear what you have to say about your experience with the teachings in the nation, and we can build. So thank you, sister. Thank you for your comment. Let's see. Christine Taylor, yes ma'am, the breath of fire. I'm telling y'all, try it out. Christine Taylor says, this was my first time. I felt amazing afterwards. I will start doing this. How often should you do it? You can do it every day. You can do it multiple times a day. I would do it maybe twice or 3 times a day, in the beginning, maybe in the middle at some point, and at night at some point. That's personally what I would like to do, what I do when I do it. So with people who can't do the breath of fire, what do you suggest? I have lupus. I can't do that. I would suggest deep breaths, long deep breathing. So if you just think of your breath and try to picture it when you breathe in through your nose, try to picture the air filling you from the bottom of your belly, and as you keep on breathing in, it keeps expanding your belly. Then picture it also filling your lungs, and just keep picturing the air filling your whole body and going up into your neck and past your everything through your crown. If you do that and then hold it for a few seconds, maybe 4 or 5, or until you can, and then exhale slowly and let everything deflate naturally, in the opposite order of the way that everything inflated. So taking really deep breaths like that, and picturing your breath filling up your body helps as well. Clear Face is giving me vibes. Shout out to How to Eat to Live. How to Eat to Live. This face was not always this clear. Cosmo says, Merry Christmas, good night everyone. Me and the Martians out. Peace and blessings. Peace, Cosmo. Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you. Unique says, I don't have a question, but I just wanted to say that this is real beautiful. Thank you for sharing your knowledge, Zewdy. Oh, Unique. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for sharing your love with me and the family here in the Zen Zone. Another Gulag family member. It's so cool to have all y'all in here. I really appreciate y'all. Okay, no Santa Fe public school. Santa Fe is on its own level. Lots of spiritual people from all over the world have made this our home. Well, that is a blessing, and I would love to live in a community like that. And I pray, inshallah, that I will contribute to making that community, making our communities more like that, more holistic in their approaches to teaching and healing, education, all that kind of stuff. Okay. All right, y'all. So for Zewdy's Zen Zone Gemstones, I told y'all I picked some stones that deal with the heart chakra. And fortunately, in my book, they're also right near each other. So I'm just going to open to the page. So the first one is this, Rhodochrosite. I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay? And I have a little piece of it right here with me. Oh, I gotta do the YouTube thing. There we go. Rhodochrosite. Isn't it so beautiful and cute? Okay. So the keywords for this one is emotional healing, recovery of lost memories and forgotten gifts, self-love and compassion. It deals with the heart chakra as well as the solar plexus. And it says that it can help with stress-related issues, heals the emotional body, repairs the aura, facilitates deep healing of inner child and past life issues. So, what I like to do with stones is either meditate with them in my hand, or if I'm lying down, I'll put it where I want it to be. So I would put this on my heart chakra area and meditate with it. And you can carry them around. You can use them as crystal jewelry. Put them around you so that they're near you. When I do wear crystal jewelry, though, I do prefer that it touches me. It doesn't have to, but I do prefer that. But you know, these are just some ways to use the crystals to help you, as they do harness energy. I can't say that I 100% understand how it works, but I know that I feel it. So I'll put that out there. This next stone that I'm about to show you is Rhoda Knight. There we go. And I have a piece right here. So the keywords for Rhoda Knight are discovering and developing hidden talents, compassion, love, generosity, altruism. It deals with the heart chakra and the root, the first chakra. Physically, it can support weight loss, detoxification, purification, good for the liver and kidneys. And emotionally, it encourages altruism and generosity, the joy of serving others. And spiritually, it helps to realize one's unique capacities and fulfills one's destiny. So yeah, if you need encouragement or support in those areas, I would suggest meditating with the stone, holding the stone, put it in your pocket, getting some kind of crystal jewelry, sleeping with them. I like to put certain stones under my bed, under my pillow. Yeah. And the last one that I'm going to share with us, Husky was right. Rose quartz. Keywords: love, gentleness, emotional healing, release of stress, uniting with the divine. Deals with the heart chakra. Physically, it can support the heart in healing from trauma or disease. Emotionally, it aids in releasing past wounds, teaches trust and hope. And spiritually, it encourages spirituality of love, links one with the Great Mother. So yes, those are the three that I wanted to share with you all today. And I definitely felt the love. And, you know, thinking about it's the holiday season, people aren't really getting together in the way that, you know, we're used to. So some people might be feeling kind of down, alone, and that sort of thing. So I just wanted to share some things that could be helpful if you're into this sort of thing. I'm very much into this sort of thing. I love stones, I love crystals, and I've loved stones my whole life. You can ask my parents. Before I even knew that they had any type of ability or value beyond their appearance. You know, I was just drawn to them because they were so shiny and beautiful. And I was just very into that sort of thing. I was into gemology, geology, and things like that. Okay. Let's see. Beautiful stone. Thank you, Husky. K-Dub. Oh, Unsought says to K-Dub, use calendula cream to help heal your body, and use Celtic sea salt and pink salt to help heal your insides. How would you do that exactly when you say to use them to heal your insides? Christine Taylor says, I wear my crystals as jewelry, a bracelet or a necklace. Yeah, absolutely. You can do it that way. I have a couple of pieces on. I have a little rose quartz crescent right here. And then I have this lapis lazuli. And in my pocket, I have the stone that the gulag saw earlier. This is a labradorite. It's so gorgeous. J4, peace. Peace, sis. Any additional reading you recommend on crystals? Well, I have this book, The Pocketbook of Stones, which gives you, a lot of good information. It's not super thorough, but it's enough, like, for you to get the gist of the stone and what they do. Gold. I got some gold on me right here too. Yeah, I also have a bigger version of it. I was gifted this. And there are a lot of books out there. If anybody has any crystal books that they'd like to recommend, please put it in the chat. Okay. Thank you, Husky. Kobe says, thank you for this. This is my second time being in the Zen Zone, and it won't be my last. Oh, really? Welcome. You are welcome here. Please come back next week and the following weeks, inshallah. Invite your people. Yeah. I've seen a lot of new people, and I really appreciate it. Okay. All right, y'all. Well, that's my time. I went a little over, but it's all good. I really appreciate each and every one of you that have been tuning in and for telling people. And I really want to shout out the Gulag. Y'all know who y'all are. We have our little community over there. I really appreciate y'all showing up and showing out, really coming through. It's been such a wonderful time. Kobe says, shout out to Jasmine for inviting me. Shout out to my sister Jasmine. Thank you. But yeah, I had a beautiful time with you all, sharing what was in my heart and in my mind. I pray that we all stay safe and well. And I pray that you are all feeling loved. And I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your time, your presence, your energy, your contributions, your feedback, your participation, all that good stuff. It means a lot to me. Because, you could be anywhere in the world at this time doing whatever you want. Well, maybe not anywhere, but you could be doing something else. But you chose to be here with me, and that means a lot to me. I don't take your time for granted. Time is precious. Time is more than money. It really is, because, as we've said before, money, you can make that back. But time, you can't get that back. So thank you for spending it here with me. And I'm reading the comments. Oh, praise be to Allah. Y'all are so sweet. Much love. May Allah be with all. Ameen. Peace. Samina says, grateful to build with a master teacher. MashaAllah. Oh, I'm not a master teacher. I am a student. I'm a student. But striving to be a better version of myself in perpetuity. Thank you. Thank you for your time and your presence. Sean Wavy, peace and blessings. Thank you so much. Thank you. For real. Jasmine says, we love the Zen Zone. A sincere thank you for cultivating this space. Oh, Mia. So I'm saying, all right, y'all. I don't want to keep you guys too long, but I'll see you guys next week, inshallah. Same place, same time. And yeah, if you want to connect with me outside of the Zen Zone, y'all know where to find me. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Discord. Yeah, that's where I be. I look forward to connecting with you all again. I thank you so much for being here. And we are now exiting the Zen Zone.